Good morning, sir.
So now coming to the
Good morning.
reverberation. So we all knows that this is one of the most important phenomena we can notice in our daily life. So like big auditoriums, everything like multiple echoes. So multiple echoes formed by the like walls, big hall of a walls, roof, floor, everything after a source has stopped producing sound. That is what we used to call it as reverberation. So reverberation, if you want to say simply, so I can say it is actually like a multiple echoes. So multiple echoes is produced from every part of a big hall is called it as echoes, reverberation. So this reverberation will disturb the entire voice from the source. So that's why we need to take a certain measures to reduce this reverberation in a big halls, auditoriums, concert halls and all. That all the 4 points I have taught you. Am I right, everybody? Please respond, Amma. Of you. So now,
Sir.
coming to the applications of reflection of sound, the first application which we studied, what is that, everybody? It is there in our uh, class or textbook also. That is what we used to say is megaphone, or we can call it as a what? Speaking tube. So if you have been taken megaphone or speaking tube, so you can all notice in our book also. So we are having a megaphone or a speaking tube. So what will happen? This is what is the police and all traffic signals or any kind of announcements and all. So they will use this megaphone. So this megaphone inside, the mechanism is present is multiple reflections. That is what like reflection of sound only. So imagine this one, I will draw internal view, how it will be there. So like a torch, imagine. So megaphone will be like this. So now whatever the voice we are speaking, so basically it will be keep on reflecting like a kaleidoscope, how we have been studied in the lower classes, same thing. So the voice will be keep on reflecting multiple times and then finally it will be reaches to the okay listen. So that is how it will be taking place. So another wave, just I'm trying alternative waves so that you all can understand. Clear, everybody? So this is what how the megaphone will works. So the sound which is produced by the source will be keep on undergoing the multiple reflection, and finally it will reaches to the listeners. That's why it is appears to be very louder when it will comes to the audience who are listening. Am I right or wrong? Please respond, guys. When a police is speaking from the megaphone, it is audible very louder. Same way in horn also. Horn also you can see auto horn and all. How the sound, the noise will produce more. So when you press the air inside this bob, so that the sound waves will undergoes multiple reflections inside, and it will be keep on coming. Multiple reflections, then it will be reaches to the audience. So that is how the sounds will producers will be more audible for a longer distance with the help of horn. So that is the first one. We used to call it as megaphones or loud hailers, or we can say horns, or we can say speaking tubes. Megaphones, 3 words: megaphone or loud hailers, or we can say speaking tubes. Speaking tubes. So all are will work with the principle of what? Multiple reflection. Am I right? 8th class, you might be studied multiple reflections. Do you remember, guys? Even the two mirrors, light chapter, multiple reflections. Formula is 360 divided by theta minus 1. Anybody remember? Calculating number of images, light chapter,
Yes, sir.
class 8. Is it respond? Please, audible, everybody. So that is what it
Yes,
is.
sir.
So similar principle, it will be. So megaphone and a horn. And the second one is stethoscope. So stethoscope, we all knows everyone having a greater importance. Whenever we go to hospital, doctor will check our heartbeat by putting the stethoscope on our chest, and he can hear our heartbeat. So if it is a normal patient, normal person, how many times our heartbeat will be for 1 minute? Everybody. Generally, it will be what? If you are a normal person, heartbeat will be how much? 72 times per how many minutes a month? 72 times per 1 minute. That is what is the normal heartbeat of a person. Now, if you are having any health problem, see the most of the problem, either you are healthy or not, and what is the problem will be identified by only one thing. That is what either you are sick or healthy only with the help of heartbeat. So that is what you have to remember. So this heartbeat, how many of you have experienced the stethoscope? I don't know. But if you even your heartbeat, yourself, you can listen also. It will be audible very, very louder. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Yes or no?
Sir.
Yes. So that is how the
Yes.
doctor can hear the heartbeat of a person very clearly because of he can because of this stethoscope will amplifies the sound. It will amplifies the sound. That is what we used to call it as multiple reflection. So inside the stethoscope, exam also you have to draw this diagram if it will comes. So inside the stethoscope, you all can notice it multiple reflections, the sound, the heartbeat which is coming, it will be keep on reflecting. When it will comes to the ears, doctor's ears, it will be amplifies because of multiple reflections. So that is what is the phenomena here also. What is the principle which is helping? Multiple reflections. Clear, Amma? Please respond, everybody. All of you. Next.
Yes, sir.
How many of you know ear trumpet? Ear trumpet, Tarima. Ear trumpet. This application is not there in our book, but you can learn it. So ear trumpet, how many of you know? This is one of the instrument, guys, which we can use in marriages and all. You can notice it is our ancient. It's till present we are using it. Have you remember anybody? Ear trumpet. This is what we used to say is ear trumpet. Anyone of you remember? Exactly, if I want to say this is.
Yes, sir.
This is also will work with the principle of multiple reflections. So, how it will be? You can notice it. So, it is a device used by a person who are slightly hard of hearing. Clear? So, nowadays we are having advanced technologies, missions and all. So, that's why many people might be forgot about it. But this is the one, a device which will support for a persons who are having hearing defect. I know you many of you don't know, so note it one. So it is the persons, it is a device used by the persons whom, guys? The persons who is having a difficulty in hearing. Clear, everyone? So that is the one they will use it. So here outer sound enters through the which part? Narrow part or wider part? Anybody? Outer sound, outside sound will enter through the what? Wider part. So wider end of the trumpet. What is the name of this one? Trumpet. Trumpet. Spelling also matters. Ear trumpet is enters and then goes to the narrow end. So the amount of sound energy collected by the wider and enters into the air. So it will be more, the large amount of that. How many of you know antenna? Dish antenna, Mama? Dish antenna. Yes, please. All of
Yes,
you.
sir.
So why it is having an umbrella, very big umbrella? Anybody can tell me? And why the location, that signal trapping is only at the center? What is the purpose? To trap entire signals. Am I right or wrong? Everybody. Yes, please. And how many of you studied human ear structure? The outer
Yes.
ear is called as something. Can you tell me what is the outer ear called it as? 8th class you might be studied. I want answer. Pinna. Anyone at least now?
Yes, sir.
What is the importance of this pinna? Sanjay?
Sir, it's
Zaya? Yes? It will be, it is the antenna actually. It is the antenna. What it will do? It will collect all the sounds. It is like a receiver of sounds. It will try to trap all the sounds and trying to amplify the sound so that it can goes through the ear canal. So their eardrum will be there. So that eardrum will start vibrating. Understand? So it will collect all the sounds. That is the importance of pinna. Same way here, why we are having a wider part? So because the person who is having a hearing defect, he cannot understand by entering the small amount of sound. So large amount of sound waves collection, please write that also. A large amount of sound energy, large amount of sound energy is collected collected by the wider end and it will enters through this multiple reflections takes place and will reaches to the person's ear. So due to this multiple reflections, inaudible outer sound becomes audible for that person. Do you understand, everybody? Because of multiple reflections, inaudible sound, outer sound can be become audible for the persons who is present. Even not only inaudible, like persons who is having hearing defect, this one we can use it in listening the secrets of some people. You can see there is a movie, Surya brother Karthi movie, that in that movie he is what is that movie name? I think it is recently only released, that regarding water fighting. Remember anyone?
Sir.
What is the name of Sardar? Am I right? Sardar, yeah. Sardar movie. Sardar movie, he will use this triumph for listening the enemy secrets. You might be have experienced that in that movie, but you may not notice that much. But now you can, next time if you watch, definitely will experience that. So to what is the purpose of using this one? To because suppose some two people are speaking for something, if you want to hear their voice, but this is not audible to you because of low voice. But if used like the secret devices, so they will amplify the sounds. How? They will collect maximum sounds and they will make multiple reflections. And the person who is listening from here, he can clearly listen the things. Clear, guys? Everybody? Understand, Amma? All of you?
Okay.
Yes, please. That is what. Mr. Modify your name, Mr. Lingesh. Everything, that's what. Ma call to Agalya, Shivani. What happened to Agalya? That is what you have to remember. So this is the third application. What is the first application, everybody? First application is what? First application, megaphone. Understand? So megaphone is the first application, and the megaphones, or we can say horns, or we can say loud hailers, everything. Second application is stethoscope, spelling matters, learn. And third application is, as I told you now, what is the third application? Ear trumpet. And the fourth one is the most important one. That is, again, we are having a greater importance in our daily life. That is only call it as soundboards. What is to call, everybody? Soundboards. Clear? So now, you all see that. How many of you are went to theaters now? I think there is no one. Most of you went and watched the movies. Am I right, everybody? Yes, please. I want response. All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So you might be experienced that any corner you sit in the theater, the sound is audible to us very clearly. So what makes this very clear for us? Suppose if you take big auditoriums and all, if these soundboards are not there, sound cannot be reached to the all the audience. So that is what is the importance of sound waves. Sound waves will work like a concave mirror. You might be all studied 7th class concave mirror. Am I right, everyone? So, and not only that, now I am saying you're all having, many of you are having cars and bikes. Am I right, everyone? At least car, bike definitely will be having. So headlight of a car, headlight you can notice it. So headlight, if you notice it, inside it is highly polished surface. The headlight will be like this. You might be notice it inside, like a human eye. So inside is fully polished. That is actually work like a concave mirror. What is that actually? Speak, guys. Work like a concave mirror. And the bulb is placed. Bulb is placed. Bulb is placed at focus. Focus point. What point? Next year, class 10th, we'll study. Focus point. So, the light coming from the focus will be going and reflecting in all the directions to the surface. So, any light coming from the focus, after hitting the mirror, it will become parallel to the bulb, parallel to the surface. That is the same principle they will use here also. You can notice it. So the source of sound. Source of sound means, what is the source of sound? Example, anybody? Speaker. Is it right or wrong? All of you, please respond. So speaker is the source of sound. So the source of the speakers are kept at a focus point of a soundboards. Focus point of a soundboards. So whatever the sound is coming from the speakers, whatever the sound is coming from the speakers, after striking the soundboard, the sound will become parallel. You can notice it. The sound waves will become parallel to each other, and it will reach us to the all the corners of the auditorium or a movie theater. That is how the audience can hear the sound from every corner. That is what you should understand. So do you all understand, everybody? So a big crowded hall, the sound of a speech can be observed by the floor, can be observed by the roof, can be observed by the curtains, people, everything. We are all good observants of sound. So due to this, if there is no soundboards, is it all the audience will be satisfied? See, for example, real life example, you might be experiencing. You go to Pudukkottai theaters only. You might be go RKP theater, you might be go Shanti theater, Vijay theater and all. You talk about the sound system first. Am I right? Many of you might be. Is it right or wrong? Please respond. The sound
Yes.
system, doble sound system nallalla. இது சரியில்லை, அது not clear, voice echo coming, அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய things will speak. That is what, when the sound is not reaching you properly, then you can experience a bitter, like what we can say is bitter experience in movie. Yeah, it's irritating. Even though it is your favorite hero movie, if the sound system is not good, do you like to watch the movie? No. Am I right or wrong? Why? The source, the sound which is coming from the source, every part of the theater will absorb, because everybody could absorbent. Curtains will absorb, walls will absorb, the people will absorb, floor will absorb, roof will absorb, everybody will absorb. Then sound will absorb means the sound will not reach us to all the audience. Only few audience it can be. Then what about others? For them, we are using a technique which will spread the sound equally, uniformly to all entire audience. That is only, what is that, everybody? It is only call it as sound. So a soundboard is a curved board which is placed behind the speaker. Where we have to place location, everybody? Yes, please. Yeah, behind the speaker. So then the sound waves coming from all the directions of a speaker, which will be tuned parallelly so that every person can hear it. So that is what you have to remember. Okay, everybody, please respond, guys. Megaphones, please, all of you. Now, sir, where can you show me in our real life where it is? Even in your school auditorium, you can see the stage. There is nowhere in any auditoriums the stage will be perpendicularly, or rectangle or square. Always the stage decoration will be curved path. Up also you can notice it. Plaster of Paris, they used to make a curved path. Have you all experienced it, everybody? Yes, please. All of you. And you go to any theater, any movie theater, the roof of a walls will be in a curved path. Am I right, everybody? Please, I want response from you. Yes or no? So the curved path, it is only we used to call it as a concave. What is the name of this curve, everybody? Yes, please. Concave sound boards. Please write it. A sound boards. We used to call it as concave soundboard. So the sound gets reflected from the curved soundboards and becomes parallel. So from the speaker, whatever coming, you see, it is parallel and it is reaching to the every audience. All the audience, the sound will be reaches. That is how the soundboards will help to reaching to everyone throughout the hall. The sound spread evenly. Evenly means what? Not high, not low. Everybody will get uniform sounds. That is how the importance of the multiple reflections. Fourth one, soundboards. Clear, everybody? So curved ceilings of a conference hall. So you all notice it. You might be attended many conference halls. You can see that. So conference halls, how the structures will be, you can notice it. Movie theaters also will be there. So all the conference halls, you can notice it, the curved paths will be there. So that is only because of multiple reflections. So the multiple reflections makes the sound to reach to the every audience properly, so that they will never face any difficulties. That is why no movie theaters walls will be like a flat or everything. Always there will be in a curved path. You can experience next time when you go, you can. Our auditorium also will be like this only. Am I right, everybody? Have you checked it? All of you? Yes, please. I want response. Yes or no, guys? Yes. The
Yes, sir.
front. Of course, our auditorium is rectangular, but the front stage part, you can notice it. You can notice the curved path. You can see that, how the ceilings will be. So this is what is the purpose of this? Everything to make multiple reflections so that every audience can listen the sounds evenly. So they will never, throughout the hall, the sound level will be same. You can sit in any corner, the same thing will be audible to us. So that is what you have to remember. Okay, guys, everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes? All of you?
Yes, sir.
So this is what is the applications. 4 applications. Everybody tell me multiple reflections. First application, please.
Megaphone speaking to
Yes, Gokul. First application. First application தெரியாதா?
megaphone.
Megaphone. Very good. What ra Gokul? What are you doing ra? Next.
Megaphone and speaking.
First one what am I? Megaphone. Next one is what? Stethoscope. Next one is what? Ear trumpet, and fourth one is soundboards. This is what is about it. Next one, the another important concept is range of hearing. So this is the most important one, which you already studied in lower classes, but once again we'll study here. That is was range of hearing. So does humans can hear all the levels of sounds? No. So then what is our range? That is what we used to say is audible sounds. So what is the human audible sounds? You all knows already. Anybody can tell? All of you? Human audible sound?
Sir, 20 decibels to 90 decibels, sir.
No. 20K hertz. That is loudness. You are talking about loudness. I already taught you about the loudness. Am I right, everybody? Loudness is, I'm not asking loudness. Loudness is generally what is a normal conversation? Our normal conversation is how many decibels? Anybody? 60 decibels to 90 decibels, our normal conversation. That is, now the range of hearing we can measure in the form of frequency, hertz. So sound produced around us are different frequencies, but human ear can hear all the frequencies? No. So the range of, you can see different animals, different bird chippings, we can see that even air, the moving air can produce a sound. But does the humans can hear all the range of sounds? No. So what is the range of hearing of us? That is what we are going to discuss now. So we can measure in this one in the frequencies. What is the symbol for frequency? Anybody can tell? Frequency symbol. Hajja, unit girl, unit symbol difference area. After teaching this many, 5th chapter, I am teaching physics. Frequency symbol, what guys? V. Am I right? Yes or no? And what is the units of frequency? Anybody can tell?
Hertz.
Units of frequency. Hertz. Hertz also we can write in the form of. Anybody? I think yesterday also somebody I taught. Hertz also we can write what? Hertz means what? Cycles per. Hertz means what, Ra? Cycles per second. Oscillations per second. What do you mean by frequency? Number of oscillations per how many seconds?
1 second.
1 second. That is what is the frequency. That's why we can say second inverse. What is this one? Second inverse.
Second.
Is the frequency. So, does human can hear all the frequencies? Everybody?
Oh, sir.
Yeah. So human cannot. Only we'll talk about hearing means only humans. So humans cannot hear all the frequencies. Clear, everybody? So human cannot hear all the frequencies. Only what is the maximum range? Everybody?
20 hertz to 2000 hertz.
Yeah, 20,000 hertz. So that is what I will write in the form of kilo. So 20 kilohertz. So 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz is the normal human hearing, frequency of a human hearing. That is what is from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. So this is the range which is we used to call it as. What is the name of this one? 8th class also you studied. Anybody? We used to call it as audible sounds. The human audible sounds is between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. If the sound frequency is less than that also we cannot hear. If the sound frequency is more than that also we cannot hear. That is what you have to remember. Okay, everybody? Clear all of you? Yes?
Yes,
So,
sir.
all the instruments, if you take all the musical instruments, of course, Shivani, we all will study that. Don't worry. Ultrasonic waves, everything we'll discuss it. Okay? Clear? Understand? That is another thing. Only we are talking about now range of hearing. Range of hearing means only audible sounds. So now, if you take all your musical instruments, insects, animals, all these humans, everything, the sounds, if you are hearing means definitely their frequency is between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Now, how many of you experience the mosquito sound? Most irritating sound in the world for any human it is. Of course, for me, I don't know about you people. Do you like anybody mosquitoes here? Mosquitoes that breathing like when we're sleeping or when we're sitting, mosquitoes will come and make zzz sound. The most irritating sound for us. Am I right? Am I right? Everybody? Yes.
Yes,
So that is audible sound. What is the frequency of that? The frequency of a sound produced by mosquitoes. One of the most irritating sound is the frequencies is 500 hertz to 600 hertz. So that is what is the frequency. So it is under audible sound or not? That's what is my question. Everybody.
Yes.
Is it under audible sound or not? All of you.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Remember everybody, audible sounds. Audible sounds means that is a range for humans. Humans can hear only up to 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Minimum limit is 20, maximum limit is 20,000 hertz. But if you take the dogs can hear even up to 25 kilohertz. Do you understanding everybody? So dogs can hear even up to 25 kilohertz. So they are having more than us hearing capacity, and even lesser than 20 also they can hear. So that's why dogs are more powerful in sensing the sounds. Understand? So that is what is the range of hearing. So next, this is audible sounds will say says. The next one is infrasonic waves, or we can say infrasonic sounds. So this is the frequency below 20 hertz. What is the sounds? Everybody, we can call it as infrasonic waves or infrasonic sounds. Infrasounds. Infrasound. Am I audible? Lingesh, Mari, are you doing or not? Infrasounds.
Yes, sir.
Clear? So that is what. So infrasounds are the frequency, sounds of frequency. So what is the frequency? Frequency less than 20 hertz. That is what we used to call it as. What is to call? Everyone, infrasonic sounds. Okay. So we cannot hear these sounds. So, for example, there is a pendulum. Pendulum is oscillating. How many of you hear the sound? Definitely it will produce the sound. But how many of you hear the sound? Is there any audible sound when the pendulum is oscillating? I want to answer. Yes, please. Okay, I'm asking you only. Is the pendulum is oscillating? Does the sound is audible to you? Yes, please. Yes means yes, no means no. That's all. Just no. You cannot hear. Why? The oscillating simple pendulum is a what sound? Oscillating simple pendulum is a what sound, guys?
Infrasonic sound.
Yeah. Simple pendulum is infrasonic sound. So infrasound, we cannot hear it. Means what does it mean? Its frequency is what? Its
Less
frequency is
than
what? Less than 20 hertz. So that's why it is very tough. So means frequency is 20, less than 20. Means it will make 20 oscillations in 1 second or less than 20 oscillations in 1 second. Anybody?
Sir, less than 20 seconds.
Everyone try to answer. At least one time you have to speak in a class so that it is good for you. That's what is expecting everybody's. So it will make less than 20. Okay. So less than 20 oscillations in how many seconds, everybody? Oscillations in 1 second.
1 second.
So then it is not, okay, it is not, we can say audible sound. It is definitely a infrasonic sound. So some animals can hear this sound. The one and only example you might be learned from 8th class. Anybody? Yes. Some animals. Rhinoceros. Rhinoceros, தெரியுமா? Yes,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Not only rhinoceros, blue whales, learn, elephants, they all will communicate, they will produce sound in infrasonic range. Means less than how much, guys?
20 hertz.
Less than 20 hertz frequency. So this all the things they will produce less than 20,000 less than 20 hertz, not 20,000. That's what you have to remember. Clear, everybody? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
That is what. So now that is what you can see is that. So just before, like we can say, why you might be all noticed in Hollywood movies and all. Elephants will run before the earthquake and all. Why? They can hear the sounds early itself because they can having a hearing capacity. They can produce and they can hear also. So just before main shock of earthquake, infrasonic waves are produced. That is why you can see which can be heard by some animals and they will run here and there just before the earthquake occurs. That's why we all, even our Indian mythology is not the simple, the scientific fact also. So before earthquake, what waves will be produced? Everybody, infrasonic sounds. So these can be heard by many animals. That's why we can say any natural disasters, first who will detect? Anybody? First who will detect? Animals.
Animal.
So that's why they will start running and they will behave very madly, like a bulls and all. You can notice it. That is a symptom. We can notice it. We can feel there is something disaster is going to happen. Okay. Clear, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what you have to remember. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
Please remember that point you remember. So earthquake before what sounds will produce? Just right. Just before main shock of earthquake. Just before main shock of earthquake. Main shock of earthquake, infrasonic waves are produced. Infrasonic sound waves are produced. Is it okay, guys? Everybody?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's what. So infrasonic sounds means what is the range? Less than
20 hertz.
20 hertz. That's what. Next, ultrasonic waves are ultrasounds. Ultrasounds. ultrasonic waves. Mr. Jayan doing simply sitting. Ultrasound. Am I audible, Jayan? Pagalya?
Yes, sir.
Alvin? Yeah. Ultrasonic sounds. So ultrasonics are the sounds of frequencies greater than 20,000 hertz. What is the frequency, everybody? Greater than 20,000 hertz. Or I can say 20 kilohertz. Greater than 20 kilohertz is actually we used to call it as ultrasonic sounds. Clear, everybody? Yes. Can we hear the ultrasonic sounds? Can we hear the
Yes, sir.
ultrasonic sounds? We
Yes,
can
sir.
hear, but it's not clear. It is not comfortable to listen. That's what we used to say. Okay. So we cannot hear ultrasounds also. We cannot hear infrasounds also. A comfortable range. Comfortable range is very important. Okay, guys. So what is a human audible comfortable range? 20 hertz to 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. That's what only thing you have to remember. Okay, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So if it is more than that also we cannot. If it is less than that also we cannot. Okay, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Make it. Right. We cannot hear ultrasounds. They are very high frequency waves. Very high frequency waves. Mr. Kishore, are you there? Nivedan, Pranav, meeting is going to end. Join fast and we'll continue. Very high frequency waves. Okay, so what is the examples? Anybody? Animals who can produce, we can like they can hear the ultrasonic sound. Hear, producing, not hearing. Anybody? Yeah, echolocation. What is the Sanjay echolocation now? Anything?